Hello, my name is Brandon Ryan, and I'm really excited today to talk to you about my journey living the carnivore lifestyle. Now, if you don't know what the carnivore diet is, which you probably should by now, in its at its core, it's meat, water, and salt. Now, me personally, I consume a lot of eggs and fish with it too. Fish is really a good nutrient dense food, and it's very filling as well. And eggs are just yummy and delicious, and I can't live without them. Um, so I really just wanted to take a few minutes today and express how this diet has improved my life. Now, if you don't know anything about me, I have cerebral palsy, which I was born with. I was born at a very low birth weight, and I had a very small chance of living. And doctors, for some reason promoted a lot of doublespeak, where if I lived on this side of my life, I would you know, I would never be able to do anything for myself. Or on this hand, I'd grow out of having CP, which I've never heard of happening, but I my life proved doctors wrong by the grace of God, and I developed and I thrived and I gained weight, and I'm here at 35 years old. And I say that because like my whole life I've had a really high metabolism, and you know if I ate things like pasta and vegetables and things, I'd never really feel full. I would be hungry like 5-10 minutes after eating. Your typical American diet, and I always thought that that was just a normal thing. Um, and then as I got into later stages of my life, I began to notice that when I ate certain foods, especially that were processed, I would have joint pain in my knees, my back, and my body would just hurt and not feel its healthiest. And so, I didn't really accumulate that to the food I was eating right away. Again, I just thought that was life. But the more I began to listen to my body and watch how my body responded to food, that being processed food, um, I was starting to notice that it was really not doing me good at all. So, and again, I was under the impression that you needed this Americanized balanced diet, which is based off the food pyramid. Which, don't even get me started on the food pyramid. As a personal trainer and nutrition coach, that drives me nuts. Okay, so when I heard about the carnivore diet, that was through the Joe Rogan show or podcast, and none other than Jordan Peterson was on there, and he was talking about it, and how eating an all meat diet like helped him with depression and autoimmune problems, and his daughter Michaela, who as we all know has overcome all the rheumatoid arthritis symptoms and depression and everything associated with having RA. Um, so when I first heard about it, I literally thought to myself, like, that is amazing. I didn't have the shock that most people have to the carnivore slash lion diet. I was like, you've got to be kidding me that you can live off meat and water and salt and be happy, and you don't need to really like balance out your diet and make it all strategic, and handful of vegetables here, handful of fruit here, some carbohydrates, some protein, Not that that's like entirely bad, because if it works for you and you're happy doing that, okay. But like, I've always loved steak. Like, I've naturally always just loved steak. It makes me so happy to eat it. And I hated eating my vegetables when I was a kid. I still do. And I don't like pasta anymore. I really don't. Like, it just screws me up. And so the more I began to like research the carnivore diet, I found Sean Baker's website at Meat Heals and started reading all the amazing testimony of how the diet is just changing people's lives, not only with autoimmune problems, but depression and gut health and cancer and lupus and all these diseases that are in the world. And that so much money is spent on trying to cure through medicine, when really we can look at foods, meat more primarily, as how it heals your body, you know. And so there was so much pushback in the fitness world, nutrition world, and medical world about the carnivore diet. Uh, and I got, when I first started telling people that I was doing the carnivore diet, um, I got so many people basically telling me I was nuts, my cholesterol was going to be too high, I was going to die of heart disease or cancer, and that's all now like disproven, and the coin is starting to flip, as we can all see on red meat. Like, it, I just didn't care what people thought. I I also thought to myself, like, I love steak, and if I want to eat steak for the rest of my life every day, well, guess what? I'm gonna do it. And slowly but surely, I saw dramatic changes in my health. I have more natural energy. I still drink coffee, yes, but I feel full and alive eating steak, eggs, staying away from processed refined crap, drinking a lot of water, and I feel full, happy. I don't have that bloat in my stomach after eating your typical American diet. My sleep is on point. I sleep like a freaking baby. The joint pain in my body is gone. All right. As a person that has CP, my strength, my mobility, my balance, my workouts have just been like in a whole nother universe. Like, I still use pre-workout from time to time, but typically, like, after I eat my morning, you know, steak, I'm good. Like, I don't need anything else, and I'm not wondering about where my, what my next meal is gonna be, how I'm gonna plan it, yada yada yada. That's what I love about the carnivore life, and it's just so simple. And I really, I really love it. And my battle with anxiety and depression and mental health and cognition through the carnivore diet has gotten so much better, so much better. The carnivore diet, as it relates to mental health, has done more for me than counseling. I'll say that again. The carnivore diet has done more for me mentally than most counseling sessions that I've had in my life. So I think it's one of the most life-changing approaches to food that this world has seen. I say that, I should say that loosely, because like, if we look back at an ancestral health, we'll see that Like it's very much the same, and now it's coming back into the fold of nutrition, and I don't think it's going anywhere. I don't think it's some fad. I really don't. Um, and I could easily eat this way the rest of my life. I do not get tired of eating steak, and I really, really encourage other people with CP to try the carnivore diet because typically, if you're more mobile like I am with my type of CP, you when you move, you typically burn more calories than the average person does just trying to move. So with that, I think the carnivore diet can can be more satiating. It can keep you fuller longer, and it can be that extra source of energy, that vital source of energy that you need every day, and it's gonna make your body stronger. It's gonna get you muscle. It's gonna make your mind and mood sharper. It's just great, and if you don't like it and after you try it and you don't like it, fine. You can happily try whatever works for you. I'm just saying, like, we shouldn't sleep on the carnivore diet. We shouldn't. And it has changed my life, and I tell people about it all the time. And I'm sure it gets annoying, but it has changed my life. And I can't hide something that has changed my life anymore. It's just not right. So if you have any questions or comments, comment below and I'll get back to you. But again, the carnivore diet is amazing, and you owe it to yourself to at least try it because it changed my life and it can change yours too. Blessings.